Toyota just revealed a new 2024 Fortuner, and it's shocking the entire industry. Let's be honest, recently, the competition has been getting fierce, with companies making new and improved SUVs every year. Toyota has to adapt to all of this, and they already are. This new model will put the Fortuner back to the top. It's just an amazing car that comes with a new engine with incredible performance, and it's perfect for going off-road. The new model is set to go toe-to-toe with the competition, and it might have already won. Let me explain. Performance. The starting lineup for the 2024 model packs a punch with its 2.7-litre four-cylinder gasoline engine, churning out 164 horsepower alongside a robust 180 pound-feet of torque, which is more than enough muscle for your daily runarounds. But hold on if you want more. You could opt for the beefier 4-litre V6 gasoline engine, which ramps up the power to a whopping 278 horsepower and 280 pound-feet of torque. Both powerhouses come paired with a slick 6-speed automatic transmission, with a choice of all-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive to suit your needs. But there's more to these engines than meets the eye. They're not just about raw power, they're about what they enable the car to do, like towing and tackling off-road challenges. But these engines aren't the end of the story. Toyota's rolled out a new hybrid engine that's set to outshine them both. The Fortuner's latest model steps up the game with its mild hybrid powertrain, promising better fuel efficiency and a greener footprint. It is a robust 2.8-litre four-cylinder diesel engine paired with a 48-volt electric motor and lithium-ion battery. Now, here's where it gets interesting. This setup cranks out a solid 201 horsepower and a whopping 369 pound-feet of torque, making this SUV a powerhouse of capability. On top of that, the hybrid technology eases the diesel engine's burden, especially when towing or hitting off-road trails, slashing fuel consumption and emissions by 10% over its predecessor. And the off-roading prowess is downright impressive. The diesel engine's hefty low-end torque, combined with the electric motor's boost, means tackling rugged terrain and steep inclines is a breeze. This engine, paired with the Fortuner's top-notch four-wheel drive system, positions the SUV as a dual threat, dominating the urban jungle and reigning supreme in the wild. And if you're thinking about hauling your boat for a weekend at the lake or taking your camper out for an adventure in the mountains, the Fortuner has got you covered. This setup improves the towing capacity significantly, reaching 6,800 pounds. That's 800 pounds more than its predecessor. Now, that's a hefty boost, making it stand out among mid-size SUVs. I mean, is it even a surprise? With all these features, this thing is made to be used as a workhorse, and it has the power to make it happen. But some of the new updates are still missing important things. Toyota knows these, and they have a plan to fix them because an upgrade is only worthy if it solves a problem, and the Fortuner has its fair share of flaws. Sure, it is one of the best SUVs you can get on the market right now, but many potential customers have been persuaded by other alternatives because of these, and if you knew, then you might too. Let me explain. Problems. For starters, the Fortuner comes with a big cabin, but inside this roomy cabin, the materials are cheap, and the build quality is a bit lacking compared to its rivals. And although it is a big cabin, the third-row seating space is smaller and uncomfortable for adults. On top of that, the Fortuner lacks some of the modern features that come standard on other SUVs. But most of these are minor issues. If you think about it, the interior is, for the most part, acceptable, and it follows suit with the exterior design concept, which has a rugged and sporty look. And in my opinion, it has a great appearance. I mean, look at it. It comes with sharp LED headlights and a large grille with a stylish honeycomb pattern, all underlined by a big Toyota logo. It also has a strong bumper that includes a wide air intake, fog lights and a shiny chrome skid plate, adding to the Fortuner's bold and powerful look. But we're not finished. If you move to the side, you'll see chrome door handles, roof rails, side steps and big wheel arches that add to the car's imposing appearance. The wheels, available in sizes from 17 to 20 inches, offer plenty of options for customization to make it truly your own. And at the back, the car shows off modern LED taillights, connected by a sleek chrome strip, bringing a touch of elegance to the Fortuner's sturdy design. So it's safe to say that the design is only a minor issue. But one of the major concerns for buyers is the body roll and handling. Due to its body-on-frame construction, the Fortuner exhibits noticeable body roll during cornering, and some drivers prefer a more stable and car-like handling experience. Plus, some Fortuner owners report issues related to suspension noise, especially when driving over rough roads or potholes. This can affect ride comfort and the overall driving experience. This is a big deal because this SUV's main selling point is delivering comfort without losing off-road capability. But honestly speaking, Toyota is trying its best to fix the issue related to ride quality. And one of their ways of doing so is by building all of this on a new platform. It is much stiffer and lighter than the previous generation platform, which will improve handling and ride quality. It is decked out with a new suspension, a double wishbone setup at the front and a multi-link at the back, ensuring a smooth and stable ride on a variety of terrains. And get this, the suspension's got customization options to boot, so you can tweak it just right. Additionally, it has better ground clearance, approach angle, departure angle, and a better four-wheel drive system. It is good that they have a plan and are actually sticking to it to come up with solutions. But let's be real, although the new platform is good, Toyota has already tried it on the previous model, and the issues are still clearly seen. Sure, they've tuned it now, and it is improved, but until there is a major redesign, I doubt that they'll be able to totally eradicate it. But there is hope. Toyota has a solution, and we need to talk about it because, in reality, the Fortuner has made a massive profit for Toyota, and they'll not just sit and watch as the competition takes their market share. Now let's be honest, Toyota is always going to stick to its old ways. Build a car that is reliable and durable, then the rest of the features are extras. They don't matter that much, and it has been working for years. It just makes sense, and it is a good thing, and also a bit bad for us, for you and me. Here is what I mean. The new plan. When the competition gets tough, other companies are starting to make cars that directly compete with Toyotas and offer something different from the hard and strong steel that gets from A to B, which is what Toyota cars are starting to feel like nowadays. However, there's still a growing market that prefers comfort and features like fully electric powertrains. Times have changed and the stakes are high. The industry has increased the number of customers beyond expectations, and producing a generic car or SUV that is just a jack of all trades and a master of none is not working. Look at the Land Cruiser, the most famous SUV we knew as one of the most luxurious and capable SUVs on the market. That was how Toyota marketed in the past, but as the world was changing 4 years ago, Toyota saw the trend changing. The number of sales was decreasing, and the once beloved and well-known model was now losing popularity significantly and quickly. That was why they stopped making the Land Cruiser. But fast forward to 2024, and it seems like they finally cracked the code. We're talking about this because with their new announcements, Toyota actually showed how they're going to adapt to the new era. This is their blueprint, and the Fortuner is one of their main products, ready to be pushed heavily into the market by Toyota, alongside the Land Cruiser and the smaller yet beloved RAV4. You see, the name of the game nowadays is functionality, and a one-size-fits-all approach will not work. Because of the number of buyers and fans of huge brands like Toyota, it's almost impossible to make an SUV that will satisfy everyone. The new plan is to make new models for specific types of customers. For instance, the new Land Cruiser is now a lot less expensive than the previous models. In fact, it's gone down by around $25,000 from the previous model, and it's now more focused on being versatile and capable instead of being luxurious. But the Fortuner is going the other way around. It'll be more luxurious and more focused on fixing their interior design and features. But you know what that means, right? The price will be a lot higher. But that's not really happening now. The starting price for the base model just went up a couple of thousand. We're talking around $53,000 for the base model, and this price tag can go up to $66,000 for the higher trims. This just means one thing: there's not a lot of change from the previous year's model. Don't get me wrong, the features are fine-tuned and improved, but like we said earlier, in order to truly fix their problems and see their plan work, they need to undergo a complete overhaul and redesign like the Land Cruiser. And that is already in the works. The next year model is going to be a new generation model, with a lot of things being redesigned. So if you are a fan of the current generation of Fortuner, then this is your time to get the best there will ever be. But don't worry, because now Toyota is actually offering the new Land Cruiser with the same price tag. So if you're into the rugged and off-road tuned SUV, then go for it by all means. Because they're going to be making newer and improved versions of it each year, and if you want to upgrade, then it will be a lot easier for you. And if we're being honest, there are a lot more things that the new Land Cruiser is better at than the Fortuner. But if you want to know more, then check out our video. Thanks for watching, and see you there.